Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today, I will be saying every Premier League team's worst ever home kit. So, I've done this with the best kits before. So now I'll just go through the worst. So yeah, I'll just go team by team, saying what one's their worst one ever. And it's just the teams from the current season, no former teams or anything, because that'd be too long and boring. Let me know if you agree, and if you want to see me do away kits as well. For Arsenal, we've got, I think this one's like 2015, something like that. This like sort of era of Arsenal shirts was horrible though. Like they always just had terrible kits. I'm not gonna lie. Like they were all just so weird. Like this isn't a bad kit, but it's just not good either. And it's just kind of ugly to look at. Like Arsenal have had so many good kits since they moved to Adidas, but yeah, this one is not good. And Arsenal used to have such good kits as well when they were with Nike. Aston Villa, I think this is 2010, something like that. It's just the sponsor's quite ugly and the big collar. I don't really like it. And then yeah, it just doesn't look that nice. The big yellow stripe at the bottom is just not very nice as well. It's just a bit ugly from Aston Villa. And they generally have decent kits. They normally just look pretty similar, but they're still nice enough. Bournemouth, we've got whatever this is. I think this might be 2014, something like that. The sponsor is so ugly. I don't know why the stripes just cut off up there. The JD logo looks so ugly, doesn't fit in. And yeah, it's just a really bad shirt. The stripes also end at the bottom as well. Like they start like not at the top and they don't end at the bottom either. It's just like, what's the point of even having that as stripes then? It's just weird. Brentford, this is a horrible kit. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure exactly when this is from, but this is back when they were like, not in the Premier League at least. I think they were probably League One or something at this point. It's got the old logo as well. But yeah, the sponsor is so ugly. I don't like how it's just a box and then it's blue and red. Like it doesn't fit. Like why is there blue there? The stripes are a bit ugly, and then the Puma logo just looks absolute horrible. Like it just looks so bad up there with the black bit as well. It's just horrible from Brentford. So yeah, small club anyway. Brighton, it's actually a decent kit to be honest. Like it could be worse. Like Brighton genuinely have pretty good kits. They all just look the same. So I just had to pick one that looked a bit weird, and I picked this one. I mean, it's just a Brighton shirt, really. There's not that many bad ones that they have. Chelsea have a lot of good kits. I'm not gonna lie. That might be a bit biased, but yeah, I've gone with this one. I think it's 2009/10. But yeah, it's absolute horrible. It's like so bad, man. Like I don't know. Like it literally so nice, but why does it have like the outlines thing though? And that's what's supposed to be on the inside of the shirt, not the outside of the shirt. So I don't know why the lines are there, and it just splits up the shirt really weird and ugly now. Crystal Palace. These guys have had some shocking kits. Like until about 2017, they had some horrible kits. And yeah, this is the worst one. I think it's the same sponsor that the Bournemouth one had, but the stripes are just really big and ugly and out of place. The yellow just looks bad. The sponsor looks really ugly. And yeah, it's just an absolute horrible kit, to be honest. Everton. Everton have had a lot of good kits, but this one is absolutely horrible. Like, it's just the big white triangle thing. Like, why is that there? Like, please. I don't like that. Like, ugh. It's just weird and out of place and stupid. Fulham. It's not too bad. Like, the black outlining's a bit weird. The Slazenger being up there and then the Fulham badge being there is a bit weird. But the Pipex sponsor is absolutely horrible. Like, why is there that red little sticky up thingy? And it's just, oh, it's so bad, honestly, Fulham. Disappointing, man. Ipswich. Ipswich actually have a lot of good kits. This is just the worst one because the sponsor's just so out of place. Like, why the hell is Magical Vegas sponsoring Ipswich? And it's just like not the right colors, and it just looks ugly. Like the kit itself is actually pretty nice. Like I actually like the kit. If it just had a cleaner sponsor, it'd be one of their best ones to be honest. But the sponsor's just so ugly, and Ipswich honestly have good kits, so I have to put it there. Leicester is this season's one. It's just a horrible sponsor. It's just a blue Adidas shirt with a horrible sponsor. So yeah, um, that's just ugly, man. I told more about it in the video a couple weeks ago. So yeah, if you care that much, you can watch it then, I guess. Liverpool in this era when they had like warrior shirts. were all pretty bad. And this one's the worst just because it's so plain. Like, it's just a red shirt, red everywhere, and then it's just got the logos. Like, it's literally just plain red. I could just buy a plain red shirt, stick some yellow logos on it, and I'd have this, and it'd probably look better. Man City, they honestly have some good kits. Like, it's quite a nice color combo they go for usually. But this one's just really ugly. Like, I don't like how the logo's in like the top left corner. Then the Man City one's in the middle, which I'm not against if the other one's in the middle. And the sponsors, it's alright. It's a bit ugly. The stripes are just a bit weird. I don't like how they sort of go away and then there's just a massive side panel that's slightly different color to everything else. So it just looks a bit out of place. I don't know if you guys see that, but I feel like it's a slightly darker color on the side panel. So yeah, not good. Man United, another team who tends to have pretty good kits. This one's honestly not bad. I just had to go for it because it's got like a half and half, but like it's the exact same color basically. Like, if you're going for a half and half, you got to make them different colors. Like, there's no point doing a half and half with red and then a slightly paler red. Like, you can't even tell it's half and half from like more than like 5 meters away. So it's just like, what's the point? And the sponsor, I know people got used to it over time, but the big Chevrolet gold or green or whatever like logo thing is just ugly and doesn't fit in. Newcastle, another team that had some shockers in the early 2010s. Why is like the Puma logo and the sleeves and the collar green? Why is there a massive gap for a big blue Wonga logo? Like, this is so bad. I'm sorry for what Newcastle fans had to endure over a sort of period between about 2010, 2016. Like, they had some horrible kits then, I'm not gonna lie. And even until recently they weren't that good. Like, they still had ugly sponsors, but they finally decided to get good kits again under Adidas. So I mean, now they're in the good part, I guess. Nottingham Forest. This is so horrible. I had to go back to the archives for this, or archives since then. Well, I don't like how the badge has like a badge around it, you know? And the big black panels is just so out of place and random. Like, it just looks absolutely horrible. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. The design is. It's just terrible. Southampton, I think this is 2019, 2020. The sponsor is so ugly. The big black block at the top is also super ugly. So yeah, bad job, Southampton. I remember this season they had three of the worst kits I've ever seen. Like, it was probably the worst display of kits ever by a Premier League team. So horrible from Southampton. They have a lot of horror kits as well, to be honest. Spurs, I think it's maybe 2007, something like that. It looks like something Gareth Bale would have worn. It's just average. Like, I don't like how there's like that big bit at the top with like the white V shape, and not the white, the yellow, and then there's like the yellow side panels, the ugly sponsor. I think that sponsor's been on a couple shirts, to be honest. In this video, it's just ugly. There's a lot of big empty space, and it's just ugly from Spurs, and they tend to just have plain white shirts, so it's hard to pick a worst one out of that. So when they actually do something and it sucks, I have to put it worst one. West Ham, they actually have decent kits. I just don't like the Umbro logo and the West Ham logo are like not aligned, and I don't know why they just don't do that. And I don't like the sponsor being in blue. Like, they could have just let it be transparent. No, like, why do they have to be a background behind it? Like, even though it fits more than it would have if it was like yellow, it still just looks so out of place. Just a big blue square in the middle. Like, they should have just left it transparent, to be honest. Like, just have the writing instead. Like, I don't know why they did that. Wolves, I think this is from a couple years ago. It's just a weird sponsor. The shirt's just a bit, I don't know. But Wolves have a weird color, and like they had a couple horrible kits in like the early 2010s, but I couldn't pick between them, so I just picked this one because the sponsor's a bit ugly. I mean, at least the colors match, but it's just a weird kit, and Wolves always have weird kits. Like, until this season, all their kits have been horrible, and even their home kit's horrible. But their away kit's nice this season. You know, we can get onto that later. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, see you next time.